We ask that those in attendance please rise and remain standing for our national anthem, performed by members of the Mound Westonka High School Band. Please be seated. Good evening. I am Natalie Miner, President of the Class of 2024. On behalf of my fellow classmates and Mound Westonka High School, I would like to welcome parents, relatives, and friends to our commencement ceremony this evening. Tonight, we will become graduates. To start off our night, I would first like to recognize our guests and school administration. Please stand and remain standing as you are introduced. The audience is asked to please hold their applause until all the guests have been recognized. School board members, David Olson, Brian Roth, Superintendent Kevin Borg, Principal Jolene Herfel, and Assistant Principal Marty Fisher. Ms. Jolene Herfel will now introduce the members of the Mound Westonka honored faculty who have joined us for tonight's ceremony.
Good evening. I am Jolene Herfel and proud to be principal at Mound Westonka High School. We are proud to be a school where the relationships between our faculty and our students are central to who we are as an institution. We are extremely proud of our dedicated, innovative, and accomplished faculty members. They are professionals who continually show patience and support in their efforts to educate the students who enter their classrooms on a daily basis. The work of a teacher requires care and intellect. Students, our faculty have committed themselves to educating you. Your presence in their classrooms every day has enriched their role as your teacher. Along with your parents, they are a significant reason you are here this evening. It is with pleasure that I present our honored faculty. Many of the staff members are joining us this evening. Please stand and remain standing when your name is called. Audience members, please hold your applause until all names are called. Andrew Atkinson, Ann Bauman, Robert Bevers, Jennifer Bormas, Erica Boyles, Corey Bullman, Molly Carlson, Maggie Carlson, Gretchen Chilson, Sarah De La Vega, Amy DeGadio, Mark Deppner-Hovey, Jennifer Ash-Folston, Krista Fisher, Melissa French, Alan Hebert, Tina Campa, BJ Crucial, Joe Lawrence, Chris LeClaire, Megan Lenz, Jamie Lundgren, Sarah Morinville, Todd Munstetiger, Zachary Nauert, Sammy Nelson, Kelly Newell, Jana Pare, Wendy Richards, Griffin Rush, Emily Rude, Sarah Schwartz, Margot Spangers, Greg Sullivan, Pam Tremblay, Alex Wagner, Kristen Wallace, and Mike Wallace. Thank you for joining us this evening, staff. At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize this year's foreign exchange student. Exchange students enrich our culture here at MWHS. I would like to ask this year's foreign exchange student to stand and remain standing. Wasi Tassan from Bangladesh. I would like to thank Wasi on behalf of the staff, students, and community for joining us this year and sharing his American senior year experience with our current graduates. We wish him well in his future endeavors as he returns to his home country of Bangladesh. Please join me in a round of applause in recognizing our 2024 foreign exchange student, Wasi Tassan. At this time, I would like to recognize this year's local scholarship sponsors, which are listed inside the back cover of your programs. This year, over $344,000 was generously given by 52 local scholarship sponsors to 67 members of the class of 2024. I would like to take a moment on behalf of the senior class and our district to express our gratitude to all of the individual sponsors who generously gave of their support, time, and effort to make these scholarships possible. Class of 2024, family and friends, please join me in a round of applause for all of our local scholarship sponsors. Thank you. While Memorial Day was this past Monday, today we would like to collectively pause to observe this important holiday on our nation's calendar. We are grateful to all the brave men and women who have served our country in the military, and we especially remember all those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. It is now my pleasure to acknowledge seniors of the class of 2024 entering the military. Students, when I call your name, please stand, turn to face your audience members, and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Axel Anderson, Minnesota National Guard. Coulter Applegate, United States Military Academy at West Point. Owen Schmidt, Coast Guard. Dominic Zattler, Coast Guard. At this time, I ask any current or former service members in our audience to stand and remain standing. In our world today, a commitment to our country's military carries a heavy responsibility, and we share a message of support and gratitude to these graduates and servicemen and women for their sacrifice to protect the freedoms of our country. Class of 2024 and audience members, please join me in thanking these brave men and women for their service to our country.
At this time, senior band members are asked to join Miss Gretchen Shilson and their fellow band members to perform a musical selection. Incandescence was written to honor African-American inventor Lewis Howard Latimer, who is best known for his work on the light bulb. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but without Latimer's contribution, the carbon filament light bulb, the light would last no more than a couple of hours. This work is a musical depiction of light, celebrating both the physical light resulting from Latimer's invention and the brilliant scientific and artistic scholar he was. At times, the piece radiates with joy, and at other times, it is quiet and deep in creative thought, eager to see how an idea dazzling with potential might unfold later on, evoking a sense of wonder, excitement, and mystery. Which brings us to our graduates. Today, we celebrate with joy at their accomplishments, as we also look forward to their future dazzling potential. The Mound Westonka bands, under the direction of Miss Gretchen Chilson, will now perform Incandescence by Adrian B. Sims. Thank you, Ms. Chilson and members of the band. Now, if you could please join me in welcoming Mr. Marty Fisher, who will be acknowledging our honor graduates.
It is my pleasure to introduce the honor students of the class of 2024. First, I would like to recognize students earning the distinguished honor of summa cum laude. To earn summa cum laude recognition, a student must maintain a grade point average of 3.8 or better on a 4.0 scale throughout their high school career. Students, as I call your name, please stand, turn to face your classmates and audience members, and remain standing as I read your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all the honor students are standing. Thank you. Olivia Adam, Samuel Holmberg, Ella Kanak, Kendra Matson, Brooke Meester, Natalie Miner, Cormac Schaefer, Coulter Applegate, Anna Wood, Ingrid Wolf, Avery Zeely, Annika Weir, Aurora Antilla, Jack Hall, Samantha Kroll, Charlie Paul, Maxwell Anderson, Karen Childers, Bryce Helms, Torrin O'Connor, Alexander Barnes, Kendall Sabaski, Andrew Wood, Michael Prue, Cameron Winther, Alexander Knockreiner, Rachel Erickson, Isaac Paul, Cassie Nemechek, August Schaefer, Marshall Morrison, Maisie Wheeler, Lucas Markstrom, Cameron Hargraves, Riza Gwyneth Mendoza, Megan Stein, Anna Olson, Sienna Laughlin, Alec Jabel, Matthew Newman, Hazel Maddock, Jack Mock, and William Cornier. Congratulations to these students finishing in the top of their class. I'll ask you to remain standing. Next, I will recognize students earning the distinguished honor of graduating magna cum laude. To earn magna cum laude recognition, a student must maintain a grade point average of 3.65 or better on a 4.0 scale throughout their high school career. Students who have been awarded the magna cum laude distinction as denoted in the program, please stand, turn to face your classmates and audience, and remain standing. Congratulations to our seniors graduating magna cum laude. I'll ask that group to remain standing while we recognize students earning the honor of cum laude. To earn cum laude recognition, a student must maintain a grade point average of 3.5 or better on a 4.0 scale throughout their high school career. Students who have been awarded the cum laude distinction, as denoted in the program, please stand, turn to face your classmates and audience members, and remain standing. And at this time, I would like to congratulate each of our honor students and their families for having an outstanding academic high school career. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce Gabriella Larson. Gabriella is one of two senior commencement speakers we will hear tonight. During her years at Mound Westonka, she has been involved in DECA, Letters of Love, Link Crew, tennis, and the Eli Hart Memorial Foundation Board. Please welcome Gabriella Larson to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, proud family members, distinguished guests, and most importantly, Mound Westonka High School's graduating class of 2024. Before we begin, I must ask, graduates, how do we feel? My name is Gabriella Larson, and I am fortunate enough to speak to and be a part of this amazing graduating class. We're finally here, not just in cap and gown, ready to grab our diplomas and run, but paused for just a moment to celebrate, reflect, and probably take way too many photos that will haunt us on future social media platforms. When I was a young girl, I was obsessed with maps and compasses. I loved to find direction. I always wondered, though, why out of all the toys in the world, I would ask my parents for these ordinary items. As I grew and matured, I came to realize that to me, it was more than just a toy. So much more. Let me explain. Imagine, if you will, a compass, a simple instrument that has guided explorers across uncharted waters and through unknown lands. This compass is not just a tool. It represents much more. It is a symbol. It is a symbol of guidance, a symbol of purpose, and a symbol of unwavering direction that always points true, unless you're standing in a field of magnetite, of course, but we'll ignore that one tiny detail for now. Today, you are all much like that compass. We have been calibrated through years of study, fine-tuned by experiences, and now we're ready to navigate the vast world that lies before us. Remember, though, that a compass does not dictate the terrain. I'm not sure if you remember our 9th grade year where this all began, our true undictated terrain. It was anything but typical. In 9th grade, we thought we'd be starting high school at MWHS, not the University of Zoom, but hey, I will say that 2-month-long spring break, worth it. But we persevered and learned a lot of valuable lessons along the way. None more so than how to become masters of disguise as we learned how to attend school without ever taking off our pajamas. We've shared triumphs on the field of Hadorf, in the courts of the WAC, on the beautiful PAC stage, and in the silence of the perfect high-five moments when we aced tests we worried over. We've shared losses, heartaches, and the painful growth that comes from stepping outside of our comfort zones too. Through it all, we've learned that friendship isn't about being there when it's convenient. It's about being there when it's not. And if your friendship could get through hybrid learning on opposite sides of the alphabet, you knew it could get through anything. But let's not forget our teachers, our mentors, compass calibrators, and sometimes our biggest fans. You've seen potential in us that we didn't always see in ourselves. You've pushed us, inspired us, and occasionally, yes, terrified us. But here we are because you never gave up on us, even when we handed in essays that were, let's say, less than inspired and possibly a day late. In the words of Andre Gide, man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. So as we embark on our next adventures, let our compass remind us of where we've been and remember fondly of the White Hawk nest in which we took flight from. As we graduate, now is our time to recalibrate and let our dreams and aspirations chart the course for which we will go. We become the explorers of our own lives. The diplomas we all hold today are so much more than just certificates of completion. They are our very own compasses, imbued with all the wisdom and insights we've gained along the way. I'd like to believe that my obsession with compasses as a young girl led me to this very moment with all of you. Whether we were strangers or best friends, shared one class or more than we can count, we can all feel proud in celebrating our graduation as Mound Westonka High School's class of 2024 together. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriella, for your wonderful message. At this time, senior choir members are asked to join Miss Kelly Newell and their fellow choir members. Concert choir is the auditioned vocal ensemble of 9th to 12th graders at Mound Westonka High School. This year, they are graduating 11 seniors. Concert choir will now perform The Road Home. In the spring of 2001, Minnesota composer Stephen Paulus received a commission from the Dale Worland Singers of Minnesota to write a short folk-type choral arrangement. He crafted a simple and powerful song and gave it the title The Road Home. He writes so eloquently about returning and coming home after being lost and wandering. As we say goodbye to our seniors this evening, we wish them all good things for their future, and we want them to know that they can always call the Mound Westonka choirs their home. This song has become a tradition of the Mound Westonka High School Choir. It holds a special place in their hearts, giving time and space to reflect on the memories made through the opportunities being part of concert choir provides its singers. This evening's soloist is senior Brooke Moy. The Mound Westonka Concert Choir members, under the direction of Miss Kelly Newell, will now perform The Road Home. At this time, I would like to introduce Henry Meisel. Henry is the second senior commencement speaker we will hear tonight. Throughout his years at Mound Westonka, Henry has participated in National Honor Society, Link Crew, Future Medical Professionals Club, Letters of Love, gymnastics, and is a Special Olympics coach. Please welcome Henry to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, if you don't know me, my name is Henry Meisel. Today is a very exciting day because today I'm going to give a speech. First, I want to give everyone a huge congratulations for making it here today. I mean, the world we live in is plagued with all sorts of dangers. Coronavirus, taxes, global conflicts, and facial acne. Despite all these difficulties, we still managed to graduate, so congratulations. As we entered this school 5 years ago, I don't think we could have ever imagined the challenges, triumphs, and awesome experiences that we have now gone through. Whether that awesome experience was inhaling a couple pounds of baby powder at football games, going to state for your sport or activity, or cleaning up the side of the road for NHS, I hope you can all look back and cherish the time we have spent together. From the first day we walked through the courtyard doors to our last day trying to find a spot in the student parking lot, we have grown in so many ways. Though it is now the end of our careers as MWHS students, we have an opportunity to take on the world in order to find and pursue our passions. The variety of passions and interests among this student body is incredible and is what makes the class of 2024 the class of 2024. I know that each one of us has the potential to make a difference in this world, no matter how big or how small. The opportunity to achieve greatness in the next steps of our lives is within our grasp. High school has taught us that the only limit to what we can achieve is to the extent of our imagination and determination. High school has also taught us that no matter the obstacle that gets thrown at us, we can and we will make it through. For example, I'm sure some of you graduates have been through the pleasant experience of having your car get booted in the parking lot, trying to prevent you from chasing your dreams of leaving school for the day. But hey, look at you now, graduating, out of the boot, ready to achieve greatness. All thanks to your desire to keep pushing and getting over those obstacles. You see, whether it's the gift of creativity, the knowledge of leadership, gained from Link Crew, of course, or the ability to inspire others, we all possess something extraordinary within us. Potential alone is not enough, though. It is what we do with that potential that truly matters. It is the choices we make, the actions we take, and the relentless pursuit of our dreams that transform potential into greatness. Using our potential for greatness requires courage. The courage to step outside of our comfort zones and take risks. Risks, unfortunately, without the help of our school counselors, Miss Campo and Miss Bauman. Speaking of which, Miss Bauman, can you please help me select my classes for next year? I don't know what to do. I need help. It is crazy to think that we will very soon be parting ways with the only world we've known for the past 5 years. As scary or exciting as this might sound, I know that we are ready to make a positive impact on the world. So, my fellow graduates, as we prepare to embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us carry with us the lessons we have learned here at MWHS, not only from ChatGPT or SparkNotes, but especially from the amazing teachers and faculty members. Thank you to our parents, our coaches, our friends, and our mentors for preparing us to achieve success in the next steps of our lives. I am so thankful to have spent high school with all of you, and hope you are all as proud as I am to make it to this day. Let's be fearless in the pursuit of our dreams, knowing that greatness lies within each and every one of us. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry, for your wonderful message. I am now pleased to welcome our principal, Ms. Jolene Herfel, back to the podium. She will be presenting the graduating class of 2024.
Class of 2024, as I stand here tonight and look at each of you, I am proud to reflect on an impressive year. So many times I asked seniors to step into leadership roles, and never once did one of you shy away from an opportunity to represent or lead our school. You have heard me challenge you to find a home away from home. Some of you found your home in the stands cheering on your fellow Whitehawks under Friday night lights. Many of you found yourself in state, national, or even world competitions. Some put your talents on display to share powerful messages through voice and music. And so many of you found yourself building lifelong memories in the halls and classrooms of Mound Westonka High School. Class of 2024, you have accepted the challenge of leading our school and being a point of pride for our community. Tonight is for you, but it is also one of the most important events for your parents, siblings, and close friends. Everyone at this stadium is here to support and celebrate you. Your presence at Mound Westonka High School has truly mattered. A few weeks ago, I had the honor to walk around the school with a graduate from the class of 1974. 50 years later, I saw the joy in his eyes as he walked down a familiar hallway, stood on the little theater stage, or saw that fetal pigs are actually still dissected in the science labs. The memories flooded back to him, and we spent an hour in a literal stroll down memory lane. In a few short minutes, you soon transition from student to alumni. And please know, you may always find a home at Mound Westonka. We are part of who you are, and you will always be able to return home. Back in September, during our first senior class meeting, I shared with you that graduation night is my favorite event of the year. It is a night where each of your names, first, middle, and last, will be called, and you will walk across this stage to receive the diploma you have earned. As you stand and come toward the stage, take a deep breath, hear your name, and walk with pride, knowing you are who you are as a collective result of experiences in your life and at Mound Westonka High School. In that fall senior meeting, I also shared that life often brings us challenges, and the path to our goals often have detours and potholes, but every experience shapes us and helps us grow. Each one of you has had your own unique path to this stage, and each one of you starts a new phase of your life after this evening. As principal of Mound Westonka High School, it is my privilege and honor to introduce Superintendent of Westonka Public Schools, Mr. Kevin Borg, to receive the class of 2024.
Thank you. Class of 2024. Just start by saying, as a dad, I get a few eye rolls from my own kids when I have certain things to say. And one of them is when I tell them to stop. Stop and take in a moment and take a mental picture. I ask them just to focus on that one moment. And tonight, class of 2024, I ask you to take that mental picture because tonight is near perfect. This picture includes an incredibly accomplished class. It includes your teacher, friends, and family. And here we are on Hador Field on a perfect evening. As your superintendent, I could not be more proud of you, and I'm excited to see you walk across the stage. Presenting your diplomas tonight are school board members David Olson and Brian Roth. Board members, it's my pleasure to say that each of these students have met the graduation requirements of the state of Minnesota and the Westonka School District. Calling the class roll today is an honor for the teachers selected, and this class has selected Mr. Atkinson and Mr. Bowman. I welcome them to the podium to read the class roll.
Class of 2024, Mr. Bowman and myself would just simply like to say thank you for choosing us to be part of your special evening. Would the first row of graduates please stand at this time and come forward to receive your diplomas? We respectfully request that the audience refrain from cheering for individual graduates. Your congratulations can be best shown with applause after all graduates have been awarded their diplomas. Olivia Lynn Adam. Axel Lowell Anderson. Maxwell Randolph Anderson. Aurora Grace Antilla. Coulter John Applegate. Jose Refugio Barajas. Alexander Kindle Barnes. Brett David Barkowitz. Ada Mae Bedell. Emily Nicole Birkins. Riley Christine Bodie. Claire Vivian Bolin. Coral Sarah Bomar Reese. Madison Elizabeth Bazakowski. Alyssa Taylor Brandt. Liza Grace Brenton. Cade Van Morton Brown. Landon Abraham James Bueller. Jack Randall Butler. Maxwell David Cameron. Ethan Frederick Chase. Karen Rosella Childers. Aspen Lilith Christensen.
Amanda Elizabeth Clark. Brianna D. Kako. William Dean Cornier. Isabella Rose Danielson. Robert Edwin Davis IV. Charles Stephen Dick. Allison Grace Dominy. Helen Viola Dosido. Sophia Christine Drazy. Thomas Roddy Duggan. Elizabeth Ann Eberhardt. Parker James Ebert. Allie Marie Eidsness. Hayden Michael Jean Ellis. India Rose Elveroy. Logan Dale Engstrom. Andrew Davis Ensrud. Rachel Sue Erickson. Connor Brian Esposito. Catherine Josephine Fitzik. Sage Samantha Fink. Ava Grace Frazier. Mackenzie May Fredrickson Stevens. Sam Steele Gaylord. Mason Michael Guyan.
Braden Thomas Frank Gillen. William Patrick Goralczyk. Sam Allen Gustafson. Jack Thomas Hall. Jacob William Hansberger. Clark Kennard Hansen. Jack Robert Hansen. Cameron Elizabeth Hargraves. Michaela Marie Hayes. J.D. Kayan Heinch. Bryce Douglas Helms. Ryan Warren Hempel. Jackson Ryan Henningsgaard. Logan Orion Henslin. Adika Maurice Higgins Jr. Samuel Carl Holmberg. Marin Margaret Horgan. Kaylin Addison Howell. Evan Wayne Hiddle. Kai Summit Hughes. Jack Edward Halzebos. Alec David Jabel. Abigail Mary Jacobson. Sophia Grace Jacobson. Luke Owen Johnson.
Stella Reese Johnson. Christian Taylor Jordan. Adam Paul Kmeyer. Taylor Nicole Kay. Isabel Marie Kirk. Brandon Frey Canuck. Ella Shea Canuck. Samantha Lynn Krall. Zoe Claire Latta. Jaden Samuel LaJoy. Gabriella Regan Larson. Tanner Brent LaRue. Lindsay Alexa Lemire. Noah Benjamin LaRue. Haley Rose Lockwood. Sienna Claire Laughlin. Sophia Mackenzie Larikas. Charles Torrey Lund. Hazel Aurora Maddock. Jack David Markstrom. Lucas J. Markstrom. Kendra Eva Matson. Braden James Mayer. Owen Arthur McHugh. Brooke Lynn Meester. Congratulations, alumni.
Henry Joseph Meisel. Riza Gwyneth Dumanup Mendoza. Dejana Harmani Milan. Alexa Brianne Miller. Lena Rose Miller. Zachary Thomas Miller. Natalie James Miner. Jack Michael Mock. Jonathan David Morris. Marshall Robert Morrison. Brooke Lynn Marie Moy. Jasmine Dax Holden Muston. Alexander Arthur Knockreiner. Addison Kearney Nash. Colin Matthew Nelson. Jack Gerald Nelson. Marissa Kate Nelson. Cassie Ruth Nemechek. Morgan Clarence Nestor. Matthew William Newman. Audrey Ann Nygaard. Torrin Patrick O'Connor. Michael Harrison Oftedal. Alan Samuel Olson.
Anna Sue Olson. James Michael Parisi. Caden Rose Patterson. Charlie Robert Paul. Isaac Connor Paul. Makina Marie Peglow. Jillian Marie Peterson. Ryan Joseph Pfeiffer. Greta Christina Prock. Michael Ryan Prue. Willow Ray Punsack. John William Range Jr. Devin Keith Roski. Carter Landon Reinbold. Chloe Jade Rice. Kendall Michelle Ritchie. Lucas J. Rivard. Bryce Darren Rivers. Thomas Anthony Rockwell. Jamie Timothy Paul Rodriguez. Ashlyn Joanne Roth. Simone Emerson Segal. Ian Matthew Santoski. August John Schaefer. Cormac Paul Schaefer.
Julia Claire Scheibel. Jonathan Joshua Shervin. Lillian Margaret Schmidt. Owen Michael Schmidt. Cohen Conrad Scholten. Kendall Quinn Sabaski. McKenna Ann Seitz. Kylie Ann Wynn Simon. Colton Dean Soppeland. Wyatt Gabriel Specht. Wesley Daniel Stam. Megan K. Stein. Bennett C. Stovern. Sabrina Cameron Swanson. Ava Marie Sylvester. Wasi Tassan. Bryce Matthew Tappan. Rafiqullah Mujahid Tahid. Jack Edward Thomas. Harrison Michael Tritz. Alex Orville Udine. Carter John Umbahacker. Marcus Daniel Villafan Jensen. Abigail Jaden Vogel.
Dominic Matthew Walton. Annika Lane Weir. Maisie Joelle Wheeler. Isabella K. White. Keely Ivory Winter. Cameron Lacey Winther. Jonathan James Walkenfuss. Joseph Douglas Wolf. Andrew Michael Wood. Anna Marie Wood. Drake Derek Woodruff. Ingrid Elise Wolf. Rocco Dean Zahaski. Dominic John Zattler. Avery Ayla Zeely. And Brandon Frederick Zierke.
Now, will my fellow senior class officers please join me in leading the tassel ceremony? Three, two, one.
Matt, just wait. He'll grab him.
Sorry we got no eye contact. You guys didn't exist in the sun.